have like a sandboxed environment and run those. What didn't work? And so for every like offensive TTP, if it succeeded, like signal that. And on the blue team side, on the defensive side, like, did you have a detection that caught that offensive TTP? And if not, like, how can you catch that? Write a new detection that catches that, right? And so to me, that's a way that I think we can synthesize a lot of like foundational detections that should at least eliminate low hanging fruit, catch like low sophistication adversaries. And then from there, you just like refine and make them like more robust, right? And maybe that also leverages Gen AI in some way. But we're not even to that point yet of like, how do we build those like foundational detections in a programmatic way through some kind of like agentic workflow? So I want to see that first. Like that's like to me my first like real milestone, and then going from there to like, okay, how do I like automatically refine those? I will say I have used LLMs in a way where I anticipate, like I get into an environment and I think like I anticipate they might have detections that do this. How can I do this same objective that I want to do without firing an alert from the detection that I think works this way? And so that's been really helpful as well. It's saved me time in like, for example, like uncovering syscalls that I didn't know about, or suggesting like different approaches that I wouldn't have initially thought of, that I would have gotten to eventually, but it saved me 30 minutes of testing or something like that.
Very cool. Yeah, it's one of the things I think that gets overlooked a lot of times is what can be done on the blue team side with AI and generative AI.
Yeah. I am super lazy, right? I want the computer to do the work for me. So I'm like, the computer can crank out detections a million times faster than I can, or more, like over 9,000 times faster. So have the computer do that, right? And you should have, as a red team operator, you should have some understanding of where that detection, that output will be like flimsy, where it can use improvement. Same as a detection engineer, you should understand like how your adversaries are going to get around and bypass your detections that you compose. So I think equally, red team, blue team should be able to use these kinds of capabilities in a way to optimize or at least accelerate their productivity, for some kind of like force multiplier where you can, at bare minimum, reduce toil, and ideally do more beyond that. At least get like a better security posture, get more detections in place that are like higher signal and better value.